Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In our previous videos, we explored some of the biggest environmental challenges facing our planet today. We learned why Earth is getting hotter every year, how fresh water could become scarce in the future, why animals are disappearing faster than ever, how plastic is affecting our oceans, and even what could happen if the Earth began to run out of clean air. But have you ever wondered what connects all of these environmental issues together? The answer is something surprisingly simple: the food chain. Imagine you are standing in a vast grassland at sunrise. The air is calm, and the first rays of sunlight touch the green grass. At first glance, it looks ordinary. But hidden inside this peaceful scene is one of the most important systems on earth, a system that powers almost every living thing. Let's follow a single ray of sunlight. That sunlight lands on a blade of grass. The grass captures the sun's energy through photosynthesis and converts it into food. This is why plants are called producers. They don't hunt, chase prey, or eat other organisms. Instead, they create their own food using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. Now, imagine a grasshopper hooping through the field. It eats the grass and gains some of the energy stored inside the plant. The grasshopper is a primary consumer because it consumes a producer. A little later, a frog catches the grasshopper. The frog becomes a secondary consumer. Then, a snake eats the frog, becoming a tertiary consumer. Finally, an eagle swoops down and catches the snake. Here, grass, grasshopper, frog, snake, and eagle. This simple sequence is called a food chain. But here is the fascinating part that many textbooks don't fully explain. Energy does not move through this chain efficiently. Every time energy passes from one organism to another, most of it is lost as heat, movement, and life processes. Scientists estimate that only about 10% of energy is transferred to the next level. Imagine the grass stores 10,000 units of energy. The grasshopper receives only about 1,000 units. The frog gets around 100 units. The snake receives about 10 units. And the eagle gets only about 1 unit. That's why there are always more plants than herbivores and more herbivores than top predators. Nature simply cannot support large number of animals at the top because most of the energy is lost at each step. Now, think about the environmental problems we discussed in earlier videos. What happens if rising temperatures destroy grasslands? What happens if droughts reduce plant growth? What happens if pollution kills insects or causes animal populations to decline? The entire food chain begins to weaken. If all the grass suddenly disappears, grasshoppers lose their food, frog populations begin to decline, snakes struggle to find prey, eagles find fewer snakes to hunt. One change at the bottom affects every level above it. This is why producers are not just another part of the ecosystem. They are the foundation of life itself. Without producers, the entire food chain collapses. But nature is even more complex than this simple chain. A frog may eat different insects. A snake may hunt frogs, mice, or birds. Eagles may eat snakes and other animals. These connections create a giant network called a food web, making ecosystems more stable and resilient. Yet one principle never changes. The journey of energy always begins with the sun, moves to the producers, passes through consumers, and support all life on earth. So the next time you see a patch of grass, remember that you are looking at the starting point of an incredible energy highway that connects every living thing, from smallest insect to the largest predator. Life depends on this continuous flow of energy. And that is the true story of food chain, not just who eats whom, but how energy flows through the living world. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we'll explore food webs, trophic levels, ecological pyramids, keystone species, and the hidden connections that keep ecosystems alive. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.